Hi guys, in this short video we're going to look at acid-base reactions and how to find out what salt is formed in a neutralization reaction. So there's three key points you need to be aware of. The first is that an acid plus an alkali will always form a salt and water. And then you also need to know the difference between an alkali and a base. So an alkali is a base that is soluble in water, and it dissolves in water to form an alkaline solution because it releases OH- hydroxide ions. And a base can be something like a metal oxide, and it's a compound that neutralizes an acid to form a salt. So I've done 6 examples here, and I've used colours, I've used highlighters to show you where the salt comes from and where the water is formed from as well. So in this first one we've got hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, and we form our salt, which is sodium chloride plus water. Now the salt comes from the first bit of the alkali and the last bit of the acid, so these bits in orange, and the water comes from the hydrogen from the acid and the OH from the alkali. And then we check it's balanced, which it is. So we add up each type of atom on both sides and check they're equal. The next one, we've got sulfuric acid plus sodium hydroxide. So we do the same thing again. First bit of the alkali, last bit of the acid makes a salt, so that becomes sodium sulfate plus water. And our water always comes from the same place as well. So the last bit of the alkali, the first bit of the acid. Now we need to check if it's balanced, which it isn't. So on the right we've got 2 sodiums, so we put a big 2 in front of the sodium hydroxide. Now let's see if it's balanced. So we've got 2 hydrogens there, 2 there, we've only got 2 here. So we need to put a big 2 in front to make 4. So 4 hydrogens there, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left. Let's check the oxygens now. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, it's balanced. Our next one, hydrochloric acid and calcium carbonate. So it's a bit different here, we've got a base. So it's still, the salt comes from the first bit of the base, or the alkali, when it's dissolved in water, and the last bit of the acid to form calcium chloride. And we form water from the oxygen in the calcium carbonate, the base, and the hydrogen in the acid. Now you can tell straight away this needs balancing. If you're wondering why or where this 2 came from, it's because calcium forms a 2+ ion, chlorine forms a 1- ion, a chloride ion, so we need 2 chlorines to balance out the 2+ charge from the calcium. If you're not sure about that, please watch my video on formulae and ions. Now whenever we have a carbonate reacting with acid, we get an extra product, which is carbon dioxide. And you often see that when you do a reaction in the lab as bubbles, which come from a gas being formed. So let's balance it. We've got 2 chlorines on the right, we need 2 on the left, so let's stick a big 2 in front of here. Now we've got 2 hydrogens on the left, 2 on the right, that's fine. Let's check the oxygens. 3, 3, yes, that's balanced. Next one, sulfuric acid and calcium carbonate, same thing again. The salt, first bit of the base, last bit of the acid. The water comes from the oxygen from the base and the hydrogen from the acid. Is it balanced? Let's check. 2 hydrogens here, 2 there, 1 sulfate there, 1 calcium, oxygens, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's balanced. Now this is hydrofluoric acid, and we've got another base, copper oxide. So same thing again to get the salt, you know what to do now. First bit of the base, last bit of the acid. We can see that needs balancing. Now this doesn't form carbon dioxide because it's not a carbonate, it's an oxide. So metal oxides just form the salt and the water. So we've got 2 hydrogens on the right, we need 2 on the left. Let's stick a big 2 there. Let's check the fluorines. 2 there, 2 there, And yeah, we're balanced. And the last one, HCl plus copper oxide, gives copper chloride in water. That just needs balancing. We've got 2 chlorines here, we need 2 there. We've got 2 hydrogens there, we've just made 2 here. And we are balanced. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe and comment below. Thank you.